It's hard starting because a good or bad start can make or break you in this game. I have to make certain that I choose the right alliances, that I don't pick fights I can't win, not getting ganged up on. Normally it's not that big of a problem, but now I have to worry about Aclonicy, because if I mess up, I kind of bring him down with me. I guess it's not terrible, since it's just my account of Googlebot. In case you were curious, we're using Googlebot this time around. Oh well, it's not going to be too bad. I'm going to have to worry about everything. So let's see, this game had a fairly standard start. I think I did. This is about what it would look like. I kind of spread things out more once the game actually started, so I might as well try to grab a couple bases. Because the thing about this is that all the people joined in the middle of the night. Let's see, this actual game started at about 5 o'clock when we finally had everyone. But when I went to bed, there was no one. I was the only one in. Usually I can be like the bouncer who stands at the gate. To be the, you must be this tall to ride. I can kick out any L0s or anything. Thank goodness we don't have any L0s. But 3 separate people. They have no medals, so I assume this is the first game. That's Sub, NT Shaw, and Shemi. Well, this is all, I'm assuming, the first game. And almost everyone else, they have less than 5 games total. Most of them have 4, like all. The only one who's higher is, of course, secretly me, but it only looks like I have 1 game. And then, Justin Oxy. Was that Justin O the 22nd? Huh, I didn't even think about that till right now. But anyway, he has like a bunch of medals, somewhere above 20. So he actually knows what he's doing. So, I'm talking a little bit out. I seem to have a small I'm alliancing myself with Sub and Justin. Justin reached me because he didn't like Red. You can see later on that Red's kind of overexpanding. And a lot of people are being really bad with their checks. I mean, right now, sure, it's kind of nighttime for me, and considering the time they all joined, might be time zones, but people haven't been checking for like 5 hours. And I messaged Varden like hours ago, and he still is refusing to gift any of the subs, even ones that will clearly win. So yeah, we're kind of agreeing that we just don't like him, so I think he's going to be the first when we take out me and Justin. I'm able to get Sub on board too, since he has a better position. I haven't talked to Purple at all, and he hasn't really made any moves for Dormant Outpost, so he has a good defense. And those 3 factory lineup is pretty scary, because if it wasn't for Red showing up, Purple might have been my first target. Of course, since it's just the first game, I can't quite do anything. You see over here that I'm just gifting to Pink, since I was at the Dormant Outpost earlier. I was able to grab Triton, Ran, and Enki, simply because Purple didn't move. I was kind of expecting something, but it's only sent like a few drillers, but he just didn't do anything. I let him take Kenoa so that I could take Tiberius. I really like factories. Get some factories over here. This is actually a pretty good wall with 2 factories and generators, just keeping him safe. Though I don't like his overextending, so I'm trying to grab as many bases just to say, no, Red, you're not allowed in here. However, Pink is, I think, technically closer to Niger. I can't quite remember. Can I drag here? No, I can't. I can't remember if Pink's closer, but since I only sent 1 driller, chances are that Pink's going to take it anyway. I was going to try to negotiate something with Pink, like maybe he. I always want to say she because of Pink, but I doubt that's a she. I was gonna make some deal that like if he gifted me drillers, then he could keep the base until he reached like, I don't know, 20, 30 drillers. That'd be a good way to keep Red at bay. But yeah, that's how it goes for early alliances. I haven't talked to too much, so only those 2. I know Aclonicy's probably gonna do much. So my main thing is I'm building a huge force at Tiberius, and I'm planning on like launching a huge attack down at Neptune. Or if something else changes, then I can do that. Right now I have a lieutenant, which is good for the speed boost. Okay, I was checking to see if Tiberius was actually in my base, because he launched there. So yeah, I have a lieutenant that's good for his speed boost, and then I have him a thief or inspector up for next tile, which is pretty good. I'm trying to keep most of the options open for Aclonicy. I think by like stacking Kyo, I'm kind of letting him do whatever he wants, because nothing's too set in stone. I'm not too tactical at the game to know, as I feel like just jumping down to Neptune and trying to take out Red from there would be a good play, especially how thin he spread all his drillers, because he's losing a bunch. So it'd be easy to just kind of try to hit him now. I thought Sub was in a better position to attack Red, but now that I kind of look at it, he hasn't really grabbed that many dormant outposts, so he hasn't really been able to do any attacks. Though of course he could have just not had the time. See, it's been about 20 or so hours since it started, so it's getting close. Oh well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Beginning of the game are surprisingly active, but I think that's everything. I now pass the torch off to Aclonicy, and we have to wait a whole day to see what happens. But luckily, he's going to be making a video. If we haven't already discussed this, well, I'm going to make a video the first day, Aclonicy the second, then I do the third, Aclonicy does the fourth. So technically, you're still getting the same number of videos, because before me and Aclonicy would both make one on two, but now it's going to cover each day. And it's going to be a lot more fun having Aclonicy as an ally than an enemy, so I'm looking pretty forward to all of this. It's also good because it fits both of our schedules since we were busier, so now we only have to focus about half as much as Subterfuge. And there really is a day where we can't check that day, we just tell the other person to take over, and then we'll make it up somewhere else. Though I highly doubt that will happen. We're pretty good in like Subterfuge checking. So, I think that's it. I'll see you in 2 days, and I hope I have everything open for Aclonicy and he's able to do whatever he wants, and that he doesn't mess everything up. I'll see you all next time.